Hi guys, I'm BK. I hope you all fine. This is Docker series. Today we're going to learn Docker Hub. If you are new to this Docker series, first go to watch my previous video. In my previous video, I have already explained about what is Docker, what is Docker container, what is Docker image, what is Docker file, what is Docker volume, and what is Docker network. This is part 8 video. In this video, we're going to learn Docker Hub. Okay, this is the repository I'm using this Docker series. You don't need to worry about the commands which I perform in this video. You get this link on this video description. Okay, let's get started. So before we learn this Docker Hub, we should ask why this Docker Hub. Okay, so in the previous video, I have already explained this is your application, which is your Python application. In this video, we're going to do a hands-on. Okay, every video we are doing a hands-on. So if you are watching this video, first you should take your note and pen. Okay, once you complete this video, what you need to do is you should do the hands-on. Then only you will remember. Otherwise, definitely you will forget after 1 month or after 1 week. Then you will search this video. Then you will watch this video. Okay, for that. You don't waste your time. So now you take your note and also take your laptop. Okay, so this is your Python application. Then I'm going to write a Docker file. Okay, Docker file. Then I'm going to build this Docker file in our local. Then we are up the container. This is how we are doing it in our previous video. Okay, now Docker Hub comes in. So now what I'm going to do is, this is my Python application. I have developed my Python application. And then I have that Docker file. By using this Docker file, what we can do, we can build the Docker image. Then I'm going to push the Docker image to Docker Hub. What is this hub? Why hub? Okay, now you should ask this question. So this is the Docker Hub. This is a Docker Hub. Okay, where private and public image will store. What does this mean? Okay, now this is your application. This is your, for example, this is your real-time application. This is the Amazon. Okay, this Amazon application is running on Docker. Okay, how they developed? First, they developed on their local. Then they using Docker file. They build the Docker image. Then they will push the Docker Hub. Then they will use that Docker image. They create a container in server. This is how they are doing. Now, our big question is why we need this Docker Hub. Okay, your application, first thing is your application. Your application is supposed to be private, because if your application in your local, so from your local, you can't deploy your application on the server. So for that, we need some place. That place is called Docker Hub. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to push the Docker image to the Docker Hub. Okay, because this place is very safe. And also here, we can create public and private repository. So here, what they do, like Amazon, they have private repository. Only they can access. Okay, from this private repository, they get their image, they pull their image to their server. So I hope you guys understand why we need Docker Hub. In Docker Hub, first reason is it's a secured place for stored my image. Okay, this is the first reason. And second reason is in this Docker Hub, we can get the official images. Okay, how the official images look like. Let's open the Docker Hub. So this is a Docker Hub platform. So here you can see these all are the official image. For example, Grafana or Nginx. Okay, here what I'm going to do is I want to search Nginx. Okay, here you see this is the official image, which means this image was built by the Nginx company, Nginx team. Okay, so this is the secured, we can say, if you see this Docker official image, which means this is very, very secured image, this image provided by this company. So that's why this image has this badge. So now we have another advantage, that is official images. First thing is it's a private and public repository. So I can use this private repository. I can pull the image to my server, then I can run the container. Okay, this is the first. And second one is, so we can get the official images. Okay, then third is we can get the organization or team images. Okay, what is meant by organization and team image? I don't know. If you are new to Docker, right? If I say organization and team, definitely you will not understand what is organization, what is team. Okay, so this is called organization, and team means we can create a repository. Okay, then we can add a team member, and the team member will contribute to their images. Okay, if that images is public, we can use. Actually, this is a public image, so anyone can pull this image. So this is a command docker pull nginx. I'm going to execute here. Side by side, we should do hands-on, then only we will understand. See, using a default tag, it's a latest. I will explain what is this tag means. Okay, you see, pulling from the Docker Hub is completed. Okay, now I want to check whether this image is pulled or not. For that, I am going to use Docker images grep -i nginx. You see this, I already pulled many times, so that's why here you see this is the one we pulled now. Okay, so I hope you guys understand why we need this Docker Hub. So first thing is, it's a secured one. It is hosted in cloud, so I can use public and the private repository. And second one, we can get the official Docker images. Okay, and also we can get the we can work as a team. Then we will contribute for our images. So I show that option as well. So we already seen this explorer option. You can get all the public official images. Okay, now repository, here you can create the repository, and here you can add, you want a public or private. So if you are go for private, you can create only one private repository, because if you need a because this is a subscription based. If you need a more private repository, you should pay money. Okay, then organization, so which I talked about before, which is you can create an organization, then you can collaborate with your collaborate on project with your team. Okay, here's something called usage. You see, this is analytics. Here I can see when I pulled this image, when I push the image, I can see all the analytics. Here I can change the month as well. Okay, I hope you guys understand why we need this Docker Hub. Now we should talk about version. You see, let's open this Docker Hub. So in my previous video, I used this Docker image for Kubernetes. So Kubernetes also we are doing in Tamil. So if you know Tamil, you go to watch my Kubernetes series. We completed like 1.5 hour series, and tomorrow I will post another Kubernetes related video that is called a service.yml concept. Okay, now we should talk about what is called this tag. Now again, we go to this example, that is I completed my application in my local. Then by using Docker file, I created the Docker image. Then now we have a Docker hub. So we have a hub. I'm going to push the image to Docker hub. Then this is a server. So I get this Docker image to my server. Then I can create a container. Then my user can access my application. This is the life cycle, right? Now you are developing your application on your local. Okay. So you are releasing, this is the version 1 application. Okay. Now again you are working version 2. Again you doing the same. You have Docker file, then you have a Docker image. Then you build the Docker image as like, this is your application name, which is called Amazon : this is a version 2. Here we can mention version 2. Then we can use this version 2 to for your server. Okay, I hope you understand. Now you are working on version 3. Then you're doing the same concept. Okay, I hope you guys understand this, why we need this version. Okay, if you are not mentioning any version, this version is going to be a latest. Okay, now we do the hands-on. I hope at least you have an idea on Docker Hub. Okay, still you are not understand this Docker Hub concept, please comment. I will explain, and also I have given my WhatsApp group. So you join the WhatsApp group, and as well as I have given the LinkedIn profile on my description, as well as my Instagram, so you can ask the doubt. Okay, now what we going to do is, this is the folder I going to use today, that is Docker_party8. Okay, I going to create a simple application. Okay, so this is the first stage. I'm doing the first stage. What I'm going to do is from Flask import and Flask app dot our application name is sample in Docker Hub. I will explain once I complete this code. Return is going to be Talaivar. So okay, who is Talaivar? It's a Rajinikanth. So then yes, if name is equal main, this is actually a Python code, and app dot run host is equal to 0.0.0.0 and port. I should mention the port, so that's why. Okay, let's run this code on local first. So the code is working fine. I'm going to click this URL. You see this Talaivar? Okay, so it is working on my local. So I completed my first stage, which is I developed my code in my local, Then I need a Docker file. So in my previous video, which is a Docker file commands video, I explained about all the Docker file commands. So if you watch that video, you will know everything about Docker file commands. Okay. From, what is meant by from? This is a OS. Okay. 3.8 Slim. So this is the image I'm going to use. This is the public image. This is the official image as well. So which is very secure image. In working directory is a Rajinikanth, R-A-J-N-A, Rajini. Okay, and copy this app.py into this folder. Okay, then run pip install flask. Why? Here I used this package, so that's why I'm installing. Then command. So command is supposed to be Python. And if you are new to this, definitely you will not understand what I am doing. So if you have any doubt, go to watch my previous video. I have attached on my playlist. Okay, app.py. Yep, I completed this Docker image. Second stage also completed. Then third stage, which is I need to build my local. I need to build this image in my local. Okay, so I should change the directory, which is part 8. So I have a Docker file. I have a app.py, which is my application. Then I should use this Docker build -t, and also I should provide the Docker image name. Image name is Vetayan. Okay, so this is the first version. So I'm going to use this version tag as latest. Okay, then dot. What is called dot? I'm telling this Docker, hey, you have Docker file in this current repository. So that's why I mentioned dot. Okay, let's build what happened. So building the Docker image. So first stage is completed, second also completed, third completed, fourth completed, and the fifth also completed. Everything is working fine. So I have developed my application in my local. So now I have a Docker file in my local. I need to verify Docker images with -i. So Vetayan, I forgot the images. What is the image name? I forgot the image. Wait, spelling mistake. Vetayan. Okay, and yes, the image is successfully created. Here you can see 40 seconds ago the image size is 136 MB. Okay, now go to this readme. So our next step is we need to push this image to the Docker Hub. Okay, for that you should create the account. You should create your own account in Docker Hub. Okay, so this is my own account. So if you create the account in Docker Hub, you will get the username as well as password, right? So from your CLI, you need to login, Docker login. So login successfully. I have already logged. If you are new user to login Docker, you should provide your password as well as you should provide your Docker hub name or Docker username. So first I log out, then I will show you. Log out. Okay, I log out. Again I go into login. You see this? You should provide your Docker hub name as well as you should provide your password. Okay, login successfully. Now I have the image in my local. First step is I need to tag the image. Okay, I'm going to use this command. So this is my local image. Local image is wait again, and I need to provide the tag. This tag is going to be a latest. And this is my Docker Hub username. What is my username? Bharati Kalai. And also here need to provide Docker repository. This Waitain is a repository. Okay. Waitain latest. Successfully tagged. Now I'm going to push the image to the Docker Hub. For that, I should use this second command, which is docker push. Okay, here you see docker push, my username, Docker Hub username. This is the repository. This is a tag. Now I'm going to push. What will happen? Now, meanwhile, I'm going to check whether the repository has created or not. I'm going to refresh. Pushed. Then I go into refresh. You see this? It is created successfully. If you want to use this image, you can use like this. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy this as a user. Now our third step also completed. I'm copying. So this step, which is a Docker Hub also, this is a Docker build and this is a Docker Hub is completed. Then by using this Docker Hub image, I host my application in Docker Hub environment, which is your server. Okay. Good. I'm going to copy this. Now what I'm going to do is, this is the final stage, which is pull your image from your server, and then by using that image, you create the container. Okay, which is you are hosting the application. Docker run. Here need to provide this -d. What is this -d? It's a detaching mode. -name. The container name is going to be Waitain movie, and also need to provide the port 008. This is the outside port. This is the inside port, which is a 5000. Why saying 5000? In my application, I already provided this 5000. So my application will be running on 5000 inside the Docker. Outside the Docker, which is your local, if you want to access your application, you should use this 5008. Okay. Now I'm going to copy this. I'm going to paste. This is the final stage. I'm going to enter. What will happen? You see this container is running. I want to check whether the container is running or not. For that, I should use this docker ps command. You see container is running. Now copy this URL and paste here. Let's see. We see Talaivar. So I hope you guys now understand this Docker Hub, why we need this Docker Hub. By using this Docker Hub, what we can do? We can do this kind of thing. Okay. Still, if you have any doubt, please comment on this video comment section. And also, I provided my LinkedIn and my Instagram as well as my WhatsApp group. So that you can ask any question. Okay. So now come to this readme.md. In your local, this is the place where all your local images will be stored. Now let's verify. Cat cd. So permission denied. So I should have a sudo access, which is a super user. So why I'm saying this is a place local images will be stored. before in my previous video, we have created a container in our local. So now I'm talking about Docker Hub. You should ask the question, bro, before you performing all the thing in your local, now you are saying Docker Hub. So before, where all the Docker image will be stored? You should ask this kind of question, right? So that's why I'm just telling, this is the place where your 25.31. Now let's see cd var lib docker. Here you see, this is the place where all the thing will be stored, Docker related things. So container, you can see network and overlay to and plugins, runtime, spam and temp and volume. So if you want to open this images, set the images, there is a overlay. What is the overlay? It's a storage place for Docker. There you go. You see this? It's your local Docker image. Now, in your local, your login your Docker Hub. Okay, that time these thing will be happen behind the scene. Okay, when you perform Docker login, okay, so this is the endpoint of the Docker. So this auth, your credential will be converted to base 64. Okay, here will be stored. Actually, this is actually my this is not my password. Okay, I just gave a default one. So I hope you guys understand this concept. If you have any doubt on this Docker Hub, please ask me in comment section. And also in part 9th video, we will see Docker Compose as well as Docker Compose commands, and also we'll do the hands-on. So this series is going to be like 20 parts or 24 parts. Okay, this is going to be a big Docker series. So you don't need to spend your money on any courses. So if you watch this all the series, you will be the master on Docker. Ta-da, bye-bye.